All right, y'all. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live. We are back in the building for our 5th season premiere, and we've got some special guests in the building. Some we expect to show up as we progress throughout the night. Got a brand new segment that we're going to debut before the end of the night. Got a lot to get into. We're glad you're here. We got some returning faves we're going to introduce right on the other side. Ain't no half step with Marcus J is live, and it's right now.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get.
Button your lip. Open your ears. Strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
If they lying, then they must be half stepping. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live. We are in the building. Be down with us tonight. 804-402-2893. Be part of the flagship show heard live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody that's already listening to us live on TuneIn. We appreciate those folks that's rocking with us right now on Streamer, as well as on our home website, www.legacyinternetradio.com. Shout out to those folks checking us out on the Facebook live stream, because y'all rock with us every single week. We rolling with y'all every single week. As I alluded to at the top of the show, of course, tonight is our 5-year anniversary. Well, not anniversary, but kind of the debut of our new season here on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. So we appreciate y'all for being here with us. We got a lot that we're going to get to. We're debuting a brand new segment later on in the show. Look forward to bringing that to y'all. We think that you will enjoy it. But I'm going to get through some particulars and introduce some usual suspects, as I like to call them. Of course, you hear this brother when he has an opportunity to join us. He is making his return to the show, one of our inspirations on Legacy Internet Radio. My brother and partner, our brother Jay Grizzy, is up in his joint, and I'm not sure if he's with me, but what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? You all right?
I'm good, man. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, well, it's more like a I don't know, what do you call it, like season premiere?
Season premiere.
It's more like that because we in the season.
I was going to social. It's 5 years on the air.
Yeah, because I think right after the original Green Room ended in the fall of 2011, and we started this show that
Ain't no
fall.
half seven.
Yeah. So
you got an official anniversary coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, December, the first Monday in December.
That's when we're going to turn it out.
I'll figure out what the actual date is, and of course, how I do on social media. I'll always make sure that the world knows what it is that we're doing, and so I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you, man.
Same here, brother.
I know you done gave up something for us tonight, man.
Monday Night Football, baby. The black and gold. 7 rings coming this year, man. Redskin fans, just be quiet.
7 rings, huh?
Yeah.
You going to just do that?
I mean, it's 6, and we getting 7 this year, man. We'll play the Giants.
Okay. Well, I could live with
that.
If that's the way you're going to do it, I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, it's good to be here, though, man.
And whatnot. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio making his debut on our show. This is the first time the brother had an opportunity to be with us here on Legacy Internet Radio. Flip the switch on that for me, brother. It's our brother Tavon is here. What's up, brother?
What's happening, family?
Doing well, man. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm blessed. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you back there. And, we were talking before we went live on the show Of course, we had some conversations. I'm sure that the listeners to Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J will appreciate the intellect and the wisdom that you'll bring to the show. So I look forward to building with you, brother.
It's always nice to build, brother.
You got it, brother. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, of course, is welcoming the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio, our sister and yours, comedian that's Lissa P, is up in this joint.
Legacy Internet Radio family, Marcus J. How you doing?
What it do, yo?
It did everything.
What's going on, yo? You all right? You good?
Yeah, everything is great. I know we'll talk about this later, but we rep Legacy Internet Radio at the 12th annual RVA Peace Festival this past weekend.
Absolutely.
That was hot.
Absolutely.
Your guests, your family.
Takara, she the fearless,
yes.
yes.
Yes, she had us out there and she had us representing well.
Yes.
So thank her for everything. But most definitely, I had a great weekend since the last time I was here, and I'm ready to get it popping. And I see some eye candy. Hey, Lilicious. Wait a minute now. I'm telling you, if I was going to the other side, you'd be it. Hey.
So, introduce our sister. Introduce our sister.
And let me just say this too. But
Don't you look nice today?
Yes, because I'm gonna get into that. Because I'm gonna give you time to catch your breath. I'm gonna slide you, a little cup of water.
Thank you.
The next person who is about to speak on the mic, she is my sugar boo. She is my sister from my life before and my life after. Ever since I've met her, she has been nothing but inspiring to me. When I say between 6:30 a.m. and 7:15 in the morning, she sends me something every day. Like, she sends me a meme, something inspirational. She's also the owner of Especially For You, Thrift and Consignment Shop, which once I post my pics later, you'll see that I am wearing one of her pieces.
And the twins sitting all
did you say that the dress from Especially For You made it happen, Captain? Yeah. So and also this past weekend, this phenomenal lady who, like I said, will take up Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, the whole show, me talking about her. But this past weekend, Legacy on Internet Radio also had the honors of being at her benefit gospel concert for who we know as Baby Hudson, and he was dealing with he's dealing with the issue spinal
muscular atrophy.
Yes. And I just like to say without further ado, because I'm getting distracted looking at all the bodies moving.
It's a long ass introduction.
I gave y'all time to pour and
Did
soar.
you give me some
Don't play
Miami
with me.
shade?
Yes, and
No
let me tell
shade
you,
for
real
God.
quick, since we live, and
she
this how
rolled out
we
the
do.
red carpet for me.
You see how he tried to put his sister down?
I see.
God, he should
Go
be
ahead.
rubbing-
Let me finish
Tell
it.
his little secret on the way back to the room, though.
Look.
Yeah.
Look, check this out. He should be
Oh,
rubbing
boy.
your knees or something. Welcome you to the den. He ain't never met you before.
I said,
But since he ain't never met her before, this is Miss Maisha
she's somebody
Hawkins.
important. I know.
Yes,
You
she
just said that,
is.
Joe. Hey, what's up?
Miss Maisha Hawkins.
What's good?
Hey, what's up? That's
See, this
all
is
you
my
got,
old
man.
poet. This
That's the only way to be cool about it. She could be
Okay.
VIP. Obama and them, don't her?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's a comedian.
That's what I'm
as well,
saying. She
Maisha.
knows somebody.
So
Oh,
just-
he got a little comical.
Little
A
comment.
little comical in him, too.
yes, but again, Miss Maisha Hawkins. Hey, sugar beautiful.
Hey, beautiful.
How you?
I'm well, and you?
Good. Thanks again for the piece. I appreciate it. I will
You
be
look
visiting.
so nice. It looks really, really.
Let me tell you, I got a lot of compliments today on my outfit, and I just looked at these people like, well, gosh, was my clothes raggedy before I bought this? I mean, because I never got so many compliments, and I was like, well, what's going on? Was my clothes dirty? I mean, did they smell funny?
Are you serious?
Yes. I mean, I must look real bad fresh today. So, yes, again, I appreciate you.
You're going to have to come back and pick you up something else.
Yes, I will. Thank you. But how you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Great. What's
Glad
up,
you're here.
Marcus?
What it do, Maisha? How you doing?
I'm well, and you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing
Oh,
all
so
right.
you're a New York Giants fan.
I make that very plain every chance I get. Yeah.
Who's your team, man?
New York Giants.
Is it?
As you say and roll your eyes at me.
Yeah, sip on
I'm
some
just
tea.
Oh,
joking.
okay.
Sip some tea on top of that.
Man. Yeah. What your team is? Oh, God.
I'm a Cowboys.
I'm a
fan.
Cowboys fan,
okay.
too.
I'm a Cowboys
so, yeah,
fan.
we took that loss yesterday.
Yeah. You know, but you know, the comeback.
I mean, it's all good. I mean, I'm not built for trash talk unless someone comes for me. If you come for me, I'm gonna bury you.
I'm not coming.
But
for
I'm
your
not.
podcast.
I never ever. I just.
I'm not coming.
I had people that was coming for me all day yesterday, and
It was quiet.
And they came for me during the day before the game even started. I had people.
That's
coming
how
for
usually
me.
all Cowboy fans do.
But then
though.
when the game was over, I just said, "Hey, good game." I watched the game right here live in the den. Of Legacy Internet Radio with Big Bro Joe, who's also a Cowboys fan. And when it was over, I gave him a pound, I gave him a hug, and I said, we'll see you in Giant Stadium next time we play.
So Joe took it light. He took the loss. He didn't take the loss.
Oh, no, he cussed.
Yeah, he took the loss.
Oh, yeah, he cussed.
Bad.
He cussed. But, I didn't rub it in. I don't do that. But I had a couple of people that came for me.
Right.
And
Before the game.
Before the game. And I had to bury him. And it's a trip, too, because when it was over, of all the people that came for me, 2 of them came back and was like, you got that good game.
One was Joe.
Well, he don't count because he was here.
Right.
He don't count. But see, he'll trash talk everybody, but he don't do that.
Yeah,
with me. That's just not how we. Our energy is not where we don't trash talk each other. We just sit and we talk about whatever it is. But I had one cat. I ain't gonna call him out, but he's a Legacy Internet Radio
His
alum.
name, I call him out.
He's a Legacy Internet Radio alumni.
Write it down.
And I had a picture of Mama J and I in our Giant shirts, and he basically said that I was raising her wrong for having her in the shirt.
Like that's his daughter.
Wow.
Now I think, listen, Pete, tell me that counts as coming for me.
Yeah, you can't bring the kids into it.
You can't even bring.
He came from me, so so I had to remind him.
But let me just ask the fellas and the queen in the room: if old boy would have ran out of bounds, do you think that we would have got that field goal and we would have won the game?
Yes.
It's possible.
If was a split, we all be.
It's definitely
I'm giving
possible.
you a fast yes.
It's definitely
not a slow
possible.
no.
Yeah, it's definitely
But
possible.
it was still 45, 50 yards.
He still had to kick it.
He
but
nailed
it
2
was-
50-yarders
It was
in the game.
It would have been. I think he went down at like somewhere in the mid 30s, so that would have been like a 52 yarder, and he had already hit a 56 one.
Yeah.
So yeah. If he'd have ran out of bounds,
The old dude got beat up in the locker room. Will he appear at the next game?
Who got beat up in the locker room?
he might.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
did he?
Oh, no.
Would you?
He might with a swollen.
might.
He might with a swollen eye and whatnot. Have Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. Y'all want to rock with us? Our phone number is 804-402-2893. Call us if you want.
Especially if you're a Steeler fan.
Yeah,
Especially if you're a Cowboys fan, make sure you dial the number.
yeah. You might need some condolences or consolation or whatever it may
writing an
be.
obituary?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you though. I mean, we started this show as a sports show when the original Green Room debuted on September 6, 2011 with Jay Grizzy, Carlton Banks, and yours truly kind of as the third wheel. And we spent 2 hours every Tuesday night
Going over the weekend's football. The draft.
We did it on Tuesdays because we wanted to be able to do Monday Night Football in our analysis. Grizz, give me some reflections, man. In the 5 years since, because we didn't do a show last week,
Right.
which last week would have literally been 5 years since we were all on radio. And, of course, the original 3 was you and Carlton and yours truly. Of course, we ended up picking up Lissa P and Big Rube and others later on. But 5 years we've been doing this. What's your reflection?
The reflection, I mean, we had so much fun. It was organic. It was just you and your homeboys just sitting back, shooting the breeze about. We had no clue about radio, podcasting, or anything like that. It just opportunity came about, and of course Carlton, because I've known him for so long, and then after I talked to Carlton, I was like, yo, we need a third person here, man, and who would fit right in that mold. And the first person that came to my mind was Marcus J, because I first of all, I know you're a big sports fan, but second, I know you had very strong opinions that I needed to bring, because me and Carlton, we ham it up so much, so I needed the straight guy to come on and give you the facts, give you the real, especially when it came to sports. Like how many championships the Giants won?
8.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Even though folks don't
count them.
Yeah, they don't count them.
So stuff like that. And without that, we wouldn't have never had the Myrrh.
Yeah,
we acronymed a lot on that show.
Yes, yeah. Why don't you tell them what the Myrrh is? Because you coined that phrase.
Yeah, the Myrrh was
Marcus's
unrelated rant, and then he added that ain't got nothing to do with the show, because we want, at the end of the show we wanted to give everybody that was on the show a chance to just sound off, give you a soundboard. And of course, Mark had he had this stuff like written down, soliloquied out and everything, and I'm like, yo, just off the top of the dome. But Mark coming, and he was hitting everybody with some heavy stuff. So at the beginning, really for the whole time I was there, that was the one thing that stood out. Luckily, I got out and you took over and ran with it, and now here we are. 5 years later.
Yeah.
Legacy Internet Radio.
We had those Grizzy gripes.
Yeah. I was just going off. That was when I was really wilding back then.
Yeah.
4-letter words was just dropping left and right on that show. Yes. I was surprised. We did have sponsors. They didn't last long, but we did have sponsors for that. But I had so much fun doing it, and then afterwards we would go out, and hang out at the Applebee's.
And Applebee's near Willow
Lawn.
And what's the donut place right there?
Oh, Dunkin'
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, man, that was just so much fun. That's all I could keep thinking about. Then we had a Big Rube. We had Bondi on. 007.
Big Rube, Bondi. Big Bro Joe came in once or twice. Of course, we picked up
Charisma.
A lot of the crew that we have right now with comedian Lissa P.
She said that.
We had Arthur Charisma, Miss Tony. I'm trying to think of
was Lissa P the first female?
Yes, and I'll make sure I tell my story. I'll let y'all get
let's hear the story
out right now.
Since we talking.
It's building. So go ahead.
It's coming. We coming.
Get your hot air out now.
We definitely coming too.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell y'all how nasty Marcus was to me when I first met him.
For real?
Oh yeah.
No, for real. Let's hear that story. If he was, I don't know. I don't remember. So I was probably drunk.
Since we're at a good segue, of course, the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio can, of course, let us know her reflection.
Did we freeze her out of the show? I don't know. What happened?
5 years, so I'm not sure. I'm a little bit nervous where she get ready to go because she told me I was an asshole.
Because
my words.
No, because again, how I became of the whole movement was, of course, my brother Jay Grizzy. He's a comedian, as so is myself. And he told me, I got this little podcast. Come on through. We're gonna chill. We're gonna parlay. We're gonna woo de woo wop de wop. So I get there. That's when I first met Arthur Charisma. That was the first time I met her. Then that's when I meet Big Rube and Marcus J. But let me tell you how this guy Marcus J is. So if you ever meet him and he's kind of standoffish, it's not you. I promise. It's not you. Let me tell you why it's not you. This man walks in the room, looks me up and down.
He said, "Who are you?"
Sits down and grills me. He grills me, and you want to know? And excuse me, not grill, but he's like gritting on me. Like I guess it's like a Jersey swag thing or whatever. He bought that jank to VA. But let me tell you. You want me to tell you why he was gritting on me? Legacy Internet Radio.
I'm curious to know.
Because I was sitting in this man's chair.
Oh,
kidding me?
Yo, for real though.
Ego, power. Really? I mean, and when I tell you this man grit on me for that 2 hours, we were doing this podcast, I said, really? I looked at Jay Grizzy's light-skinned ass. I said, I will never mess with him again. Like, for real. What was that? He was nice later. As you see, I'm here. And that's how I deemed the name the First Lady. Because, again, when it became Legacy Internet Radio, and Marcus J was handed the torch by Jay Grizzy. I was the first chick to appear in the den. So I earned my titles, rightfully.
She had to earn those stripes to be with all those guys.
And then, of course, Jay Grizzy and myself here every Wednesday on Legacy Internet Radio. Did the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy.
The drunk room.
Man, yeah, we were a bunch of lushes during those times.
The hot box.
Yeah, so many times I just looked at Grizzy. So many times I dropped the mic and walked out. Let me just share the story. One time I came in so intoxicated, Marcus J had to do the show for me. Why? Because I spent the whole 2 hours in the bathroom. And when I tell you Marcus J was not a happy man, and I said, are you upset with me? He said, do you want to know the truth? I said, yes, sir. He said, yes, I am. I said, okay.
Yeah, we was winging it.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. So that's why
Some
the green
legacy
room
story.
is no longer on air.
But no, seriously though, we could talk about that over the 5 years.
It's awesome though.
That Marcus J has been doing internet radio. I mean, like there's so many funny stories, so many connections of people that have come through Legacy Internet Radio over the years, and pretty much are still here. You know, there's no person right now Marcus J couldn't put on the air that would be like, nah, I can't make it, or I ain't gonna be here. They down for the den. You know what I mean?
And let me talk about my Legacy Internet Radio family, the ones that's been here since we took the first photo shoot at Borough Park. Let me tell you, y'all might not see them all, but they'll line up for a photo shoot, so you best believe.
Yeah, they'll come through. Look at that, Joe. I got on the shirt.
We all still
I
come
got on the
together,
shirt that I wore right now. I got to upgrade my wardrobe. What the fuck?
Look how my spine goes down to my thighs. I have nothing. Look how you bag in the back, yo. That's all right.
I had a joke, but I ain't gonna say it.
I tried to arch that thing. I couldn't. That was my arch.
At Bird Park, yo. We took a family photo.
It was cool, man, because when the first lady and yours truly did the setup for the Richmond VA Peace Festival, and we were looking at these pictures, and we looked at the 7 of us when we first started. And this picture was taken sometime in the spring, maybe of 12.
No, it was the fall of 12.
Actually, you're right. It was the fall of 12. You're right.
Early fall.
Yeah, because I remember it being chilly. So you're right. It was the fall. It was the fall of 12. About a year into our run as a crew, and it's 7 of us. About a year later, we took pictures again when we were downtown Richmond, and we had picked up, because see, the original 7 in this photo is Jay Grizzy, Big Rube, Carlton Banks, yours truly, Miss Tony, Arthur Charisma, and the First Lady, Lissa P.
Ow, ow.
7. Next picture, we had almost doubled, because by then we picked up Mr. LP, we picked up Sincere, we picked up SY, and others.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next picture after that, by then we had All Throttle Radio. We had picked up Toyana, and we had picked up JR and other folks. And then the next one after that, it was like almost 30 people in that picture.
Yeah, that was a gang of people.
It was a gang of people. And so when we laid those photos out, you know, I know that we had a lot of pride in being able to say that in our time together, we have grown exponentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we will continue to do that. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very proud of that, because we could have all just said, you know.
Like me.
You did kind of say.
I ain't gonna never do that.
We went from the park bench to the warehouse to the courtyard, to the whole city downtown.
Right.
And you know how Steppin with Marcus J, live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. Got a call on the line. Caller, what's your name is? What you calling about?
What my name, Peace to the gods, everybody. This is your man K-Dub down in Georgia. What's good, everybody?
What's up, brother?
What K-Dub?
I'm good. Yes, sir. All day.
We good, brother?
I heard. I wanted to jump in real quick, early part. I just wanted to. I heard everybody kind of reminiscing about how they started out with the show. I know with this particular show, it's anniversary, reliving the anniversary. I know I had said this before, but I just want to say thanks to Marcus J, and more so Grizzy, because if Grizzy didn't open that platform or give Marcus J that option and opportunity, he would not have been afforded to have his own show, and as well as allow me to kind of get in on it. So I just want to say, happy anniversary to y'all. It's been a pleasure for me and my wife to kind of listen to the show and kind of give our opinions and listen to a number of the different subjects that's been brought up, from comical to serious to political to sports. It's run the whole gamut, man. So, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank Marcus J for including me on the show. And, hey, let's try to double it. Let's try to double it, and double it from the standpoint of listeners to years in the pot, and just the expansion of the show, man. But again, I just want to say thank y'all, man.
We appreciate you, man. Of course, I always refer to you as my oldest friend from when we was 3 and 2 years old at Aunt Marie's house and whatnot. So, of course, when I had an opportunity to do anything, of course, you and I are both trained journalists. We have, communications degrees, so we always bonded on that as well. And since we're doing reflections, I'm going to definitely come back to the First Lady and the inspiration here in a minute. But we giving reflections on our time. You actually, even though you live in the ATL, you had an opportunity to grace the den. Any reflection? Any reflection that you want to share about your time joining us?
It was
actually
cool
in the den?
because of the fact that you and I we talk sports all the time, man, and to have an opportunity to not only listen to a sports show, but be able to interact and, be ingrained in it and being able to, maybe throw out a stat or throw something out there and it be talked about on the show, man. It's real cool. It's one thing you and I, we talk about, what we might have heard on ESPN and so on and so forth, but we don't really have any input and we're not able to, throw ideas or questions out there. So, for Jay Grizzy to start it out and, being able to interact with the crew, at the time, not knowing them, but becoming a listener or what have you, being a part of that particular crew, man, it was real cool. And like I said, with you and I being sports junkies somewhat, it was exciting. So, again, it was something that I wasn't necessarily, familiar with before. I've never had that opportunity or that venue to throw out stuff or give my comment on different things that's being discussed on the airwaves. So, again, I guess I have to go all the way back to saying thanks, Grizzy.
Yeah, Grizzy wants to address you. Good, Grizz.
Oh, yeah, what's going on?
What's good, baby? How you doing, man?
Nothing much. Real quick, how many wins
What's
for
up?
the Knicks this season?
How many wins who?
How many wins for our Knicks this year?
I'm saying anywhere between 60 to 65.
Ooh, I likes that. I was going 50, but he gave me
No. Talent alone, and of course, because of the fact that you got to think about injury, talent alone should give us 55 to 60,
right.
And I'm gonna say 60 to 65 because a number of those games that we were losing last year for 1 point, 2 points or whatever like that, those turn into W's this year.
You're talking about going
Dub,
60 and 20.
The East, honestly, I only see one team, and that's Cleveland. Everybody made their upgrades, Boston, Indiana, people like that, but their upgrades ain't really upgrades when you look at our roster.
Don't count out. I'll say this: don't count out Chicago.
I don't know that. I mean, obviously, I only know one person on the planet that's as big of a Knicks fan as I am, and I'm talking to him. I think 60 to 65 is way too ambitious for the team we just put together. There's only been precedent for putting together a super team and doing something like that and actually winning a chip in my recent memory, and that's early in the 2000s when Boston did it.
I'll take 45 wins and a chip.
I'll take 45 wins
and a chip.
And I'll because 45 wins, I'd like closer to 48. 48 wins will put you in the top 4. That means you don't have to see Cleveland until the second of semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
So 65, that means you're basically saying that we're getting the number 1 seed. That's what you're saying?
Well, I think that in the East, I think we'll be the number 1 team. And the reason why I'm going higher than 42 or 40 is because, if you say 45, okay, what is that? Maybe a couple of games over 500?
Right.
I think that we're a 15 over 500 type of team.
Yeah.
So that gives you 57.
Yeah, that doesn't give you 65 wins.
Okay, what is it? 40 is you play 82 games, 41 games is 41 and 41 gives you 500 status.
Right. So 15 on 41 gives you 56
So I'm going to say I'm going to add another 15 to that, which gives you at 55. 56.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And I'm throwing in those onesie twosies. I'm throwing in those games that we probably shouldn't win and we do win. And I'm throwing in those games last year that we should have won and we may have lost by 1 or 2 points. I'm turning those L's into W's. So that's where I'm kind of getting that. But guess what? Hey, 55, I'm cool. You will hear nothing 50-52.
I can dig it.
Hey, that means that we're at least in the playoffs. But I'm setting the bar high.
I feel you, K-Dub. I'm with you on that.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den.
Hold on, real quick before I get off the line, man. Real quick, any Dallas fans in there? Joe ain't in there yet.
It's a couple.
Yeah, don't.
It's a couple.
Our ladies are Cowboys fans. Our sister Mike, the first lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the joke writes itself. Y'all have a good evening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, me and the wife just want to say congratulations to another year, man. And again, thank y'all for allowing us to kind of get intertwined with the show and give our opinions and our ideas. And we thank y'all for just even shouting us out from time to time, man.
We appreciate you,
K-Dub.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. I got one other thing. I think I want the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P to tell this story. I'm going to open it up for y'all to roast me. There was a time.
I already know what it is.
Yeah. Maisha, I think Maisha and Tavon, y'all going to enjoy this story. I'm going to set it up and then I want y'all to hit it out, right? So every night on the Green Room when we would do the show on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m., right here live from the den, the Legacy Internet Radio, Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P. We would always take a break around about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Around about 8 o'clock. And, we go outside in the courtyard, and just kind of kick it. Get some air, just kind of kick it, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it was we did. And there's a fountain out there. I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm going to let the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P pick up right there and tell the world about this fountain.
Well, I guess Jay Grizzy, he can pick up whatever I miss. But I guess the main thing was we went outside. If anybody knows Marcus, he gets a little jolly at times. So
jolly?
Yeah, he was extra jolly and Mr. Bodangalish. He was doing his little jig, whatever he was doing. So he did a sprint from the door.
He said, "Man, I feel good."
Yeah, so he does a sprint from the door to go jump on the platform of the fountain, loses his step, falls backwards in the fountain, but he caught himself with one arm and one leg. And when I tell you, when this man gets out, his whole right side is dripping.
Took a bath, sure.
Soaked and wet. His whole right side was soaking wet. His whole left side was dry as hell. And the only thing me and Grizzy could do was just laugh. We could do nothing but laugh. We couldn't even help him. I mean, he really didn't need help.
And you know how Mark walked? He kind of pimp a little bit.
Yeah, he walked like George Jefferson. If anybody wants to know how Marcus J. walks.
No, you know what it was? You know what he looked
Jeffersons.
like? Remember, and rest in peace, Gene Wilder. Remember when Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, what was the movie, Mark?
Stir crazy.
Right. When they walked into the penitentiary, like, yeah, we bad. Mark was walking like that, like, I'm all right. He had a neck.
But let me tell you, Marcus got a right arm swing on him that ain't no joke. Like he swing that thing behind him and it like touches his other shoulder. Like, that's the walk he got. So he played it smooth. He got up and he
dipped his head in the water.
George Jefferson walk to the bathroom. But yeah, I mean that was a
funny moment. We got to put that in the funny videos archives.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you record it?
No,
we didn't have Snapchat.
You know what's crazy about that though, Maisha and Tavon and crew? When I hit that water, like I knew immediately. Like there was a couple of different things that were going through my mind at that moment. The first and most important thing that went through my mind in that moment, I don't know if I've ever shared this with Jay and Lissa. I just fell in a fountain in front of two comics.
Bruh, I couldn't make no jokes.
That was the first thing that went through my mind. The first thing that went through my mind was I just fell in the water in front of two comics.
He just knew he cleared that stand. Like he knew.
It was one of those things though. It's like I jumped up there and the heel of my foot just missed
the lip of it.
Just caught the lip.
Like he was a gymnast doing the vault.
If he weren't my boy, we would have went in on him longer. We took it easy.
But the crazy part about it though was when I did get my it wasn't even one of those. Are you alright? The two of them had they both almost looked like they saw a ghost. Like they both their eyes got big, and once they realized that I was okay, Oh my God! They had the
I just knew he was underwater. I just knew it. All I saw was a leg
was
and an arm.
self-baptizing
That's
himself.
all I saw. I just saw one and one. That's it. I saw nothing else. And it was dark outside. Like there was no lights in the courtyard.
so they
All
couldn't
you saw was water.
they couldn't see me for like 6 seconds.
Yeah, he did like his own baptismal at Legacy Internet Radio. I mean, we do those too. So if y'all want to come out here, let us know. 804-402-2893. If you need to be baptized, we got you.
Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J live from the Den Legacy Internet Radio. We playing back some memories of the last 5 years. Let me get some comments in. Lissa P and Jay Grizzy, you're gonna be interested in hearing some of these. First, I got a comment from one of my brothers from Virginia Union University. My brother Craig is checking us out on the Facebook live stream. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, he's saying he's very proud of us all, so he's shouting us out. And our original producer, who gave us all the opportunity to do radio, the first dude that actually sat in and produced a show that Jay Grizzy, Carlton Banks, and yours truly sat in on, is a brother by the name of Tim Casey. And our brother Tim Casey is checking us out right now on the Facebook live stream. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for giving us the opportunity on the original website that we used to be on. Thank you for that opportunity. Thank you for checking us out here on our 5th season premiere of Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. I got some more Facebook lives here to check out, of course. And hopefully y'all don't think that I'm like super weird by staring at the camera, but this is how I can see who's commenting. My brother Mike Austin is checking us out. What's up, brother? Michelle K is checking us out.
Shout out to the Steelers.
Michelle K is actually at the Steelers game, and that's the reason why
I ain't had
she's not
250.
able. That's the reason why she's not listening. But
That's what's up.
she's checking in.
Much love.
And whatnot. And so Big Bro Joe is checking us out.
How about the Cowboys?
Let's see. Our sister Vicky J from the Woke Squad.
Vicky J. I thought
Vicky
going. Oh, Vicky.
J
Okay.
from the Woke Squad is
Hey,
checking
Vicky.
us out and whatnot. And so we got a bunch of people that are checking us out with the live stream, and we appreciate y'all. Those folks that have commented, make sure we got your comments in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our sister Neek is checking us out, as well as our sister Takara Rashida Felix, who put us on to the RVA
Hey, Takara,
Peace,
thank you.
Festival.
This
Thank you,
weekend
thank you,
was
thank you.
awesome, girl. Thank you.
Absolutely.
She
No,
can
brother.
be.
She can be though.
Word.
She can be
What's
because
up?
she's real dope. So, our brother Jay Grizzy, of course,
Jesus, wow.
never
Is that a
misses
soft
never
solicitation?
misses an opportunity to have a little
A
fun.
soft solicitation.
Yeah, what's up?
Nasty
Hey,
old
just-
dirty man. No.
Oh my
This is
goodness!
why I
Oh my
care.
goodness!
Just
Hey,
say what's up.
yeah, man. Ado has that.
Could have did the Martin Joe. What's this?
Hey, look, shout out to Sierra. I just heard when I was coming in here that she was pregnant.
Really?
So shout out to her and Russell Wilson.
Maybe
hopefully.
Sierra. I agree to say maybe this person didn't want everybody knows they was pregnant, but you talk about Sierra.
Yeah.
Yo, that ain't his baby.
No, my God. There you go.
Hey,
There you go. Starting trouble. Ain't no half stepping.
that's for another show, but that ain't his
Marcus
baby.
J. I want to close out this segment. I'll just kind of share some reflections of my own. I'll be brief. No, I won't. I just want to thank Jay Grizzy and Carlton Banks. Those two are lifelong friends like me, and K-Dub are lifelong friends. And when they had an opportunity with Tim Casey to actually do a radio show, I was honored that they asked me. I was at a point in my life at the time where I was just looking for something else to do other than going to work and sitting on the couch and drinking.
I'm about to mess him up. It was divine.
I suppose it was. I suppose it was. And the reason why we laugh about that is because I remember the first time we all got together and we stood in the parking lot of the radio station that we used to be on. And I'll quickly shout out a few people who were there. It was you. It was me. It was Carlton Banks. DJ MJ was there, which is the reason why my name is not MJ.
Right.
Because his name was MJ and I had to do something else and I ended up going to Marcus J. Just a little trivia there. Our sister Punkin, P from the P Show, was there. Our sister Kizzy, who of course we know runs Rep and VA, was there. And we had a little crew. And I remember that day and we all said, yo, we finna do this.
Yep.
We finna do this, and we did it.
Now we finna do it.
We finna, yeah. I had to give some love to my Virginia people. We don't talk like that in Jersey.
We did the darn
but
thing.
it was cool, man. That day was cool because a lot of us, we still in the game now, and 5 years later, we still rocking together. Of course, the core crew of people that were the original Green Room that morphed into Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J. The 7 people in that picture where you had Jay Grizzy, you had Carlton Banks, you had Big Rube, you had Marcus J, you had Miss Tony, you had Arthur Charisma, and you had Lissa P. So I love y'all. Y'all still here. We're going to continue doing this for the next 5 years and beyond. So it's enough for the Love Fest. We're going to take our first break of the night.
Love you too,
when
bro.
We come back. Yeah, when we
Shit,
come
I
back.
had to get my voice.
When we come back, we're gonna get into some current events. The original Green Room was a sports show, and we merged it into a current event show. So we're gonna do some of that. We got to talk about the latest with the protests of the national flag with Colin Kaepernick and others. There was a religious leader who made a very, very controversial statement over the weekend. We're going to talk about that. And later on in the show, we'll have some reflections on 9/11. I'm going to ask a question of the crew that I'm sure that you've seen asked in social media. We're going to discuss it here, and we're debuting a brand new segment here on Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J before the end of the show. And, of course, we got to talk about what we're doing with the show next week. Ain't No Half Stepping with yours truly.
Hey, wait. And again, it didn't get better until I got here. Okay, we can go to break now. Legacy Internet Radio. Yeah.
She did the darn thing.
I don't even know how I even talk after that.
So unconventional of a break, right? To go to break.
Break time. We out. Be back in a few.